Good morning, it's Dr. Paul, and we're on our next health hack. And today we're going to talk about mentor moments. So what do I mean by that? Well, what's a mentor? A mentor is someone who's often older, wiser, who gives really sage, honest advice. And, we can see that in structured forms in life. We can see it if someone's going through some mental health challenges. One may see a GP or psychologist or counsellor, and they give advice that sort of can form under a bit of a mentor type role, I guess. You can see it in business with strategic planning with coaches who organise get-togethers once a month to go through goals and things to achieve, etc. But there are sort of official mentors. I'm talking about something a little bit different here. I'm talking about a mentor moment. What has sort of stimulated this conversation is that I caught up with an old colleague of mine, a chiropractor who, in the functional neurology world, is hugely respected in this country. One of the most eminent, if not the most eminent, Dr. Paul Noone. And Paul has been, I guess, a mentor to me, especially years ago. And there's a program, a diplomat, the American College of Neurology. That's a 2-year intense postgrad program who, at that particular time of us crossing paths, told me I needed to do it. Not sure my wife was really happy about that, Paul. But we did it. And we passed the exams, and it's a qualification that sits next to our name. And we utilise it in our practice today to help people, especially with complicated cases. And Paul and I just reunited just recently. We hadn't seen each other for years. I think it's the C word again, COVID, and probably life really got in the way. And that's okay. Because what matters is when you catch up, you don't waste time worrying about that. You move on like it was yesterday since you caught up, and we did that. And we had a really colourful chat, great anecdotes, laughter, banter, but we also got into some nitty-gritty stuff. Some stuff that's my world pertaining around business and some situations that have happened, decisions that were made. And he gave some really pertinent alternative advice. It certainly made the neurons of my prefrontal cortex activate, if I can use that term. And I walked away thinking that that's what you call a mentor moment. It's not something where Paul and I will catch up regularly every month, and it'll be something we'll probably catch up later in the year, and that's completely cool. But he's left me with some real pertinent sage advice about some situations that will help me be a better person. So it's something which I suppose with regards to the health hack, I take this to yourself and ask whether maybe there's something you can explore. Maybe there's some mentors in your life. Maybe it's family, maybe it's friends, maybe it's colleagues at work that maybe could help you in certain circumstances and give you just a smidgen of information that sometimes can convert into being life-changing and transformational. I'm a chiropractor in Boronia, Victoria, Australia. And our goal through these health hacks that we release weekly is to pass on snippets about different aspects of health and a targeted issue. We've talked about mindset, psychology, we've talked about physical health, we've talked about motivation. We've actually talked about a lot of aspects of well-being. So if you have particular instances where you've used mentor moments, maybe someone at the bus stop's passed on something to you that has changed your way of thinking, pop them down below. If you need any information about me, all my details are below as well. We look forward to catching up with you next time on our next health hack.